Chloe and Eiley from the Schleich Chronicles.
Welcome to day 3 of our Christmas countdown. This is our 4th segment. I don't know. We have several segments that we're going to be doing. We have a music video, and today is going to be a craft video.
Yeah.
So we're going to be making candy cane and then a stocking. So yeah, we'll get into that, and yeah,
We'll start with candy cane.
Yeah, let's get started. Okay, so to do your candy cane, you're gonna obviously need the colors of candy cane. So
unless you want to make a green candy cane.
Yeah, red, white, and green. I know there are other types of candy cane, so make sure to be creative. Do that. We're just gonna do the basic colors. This is clay that you have to bake, but air dry works too. This just is easier to work with.
Yes.
So
I didn't drop it.
Sure. Okay, so you take out some of each of the colors that you want. I'm going to do a 3-colored candy cane because that's like my favorite kind. It's fun.
I think I'm just going to do a green one.
All right. So first off, you just roll it out and just into like a, I don't know. It doesn't have to be any particular length. Okay. I'll work on it so it doesn't really matter what you say. Okay, so there is kind of, it's pretty thin, but I might roll it out some more. Make sure you make all your clay colors the same size, so one's not too much bigger than the other. Alright, so once you have your colors, then all you have to do is just kind of like twist them. They don't have to be tightly twisted, but just make it how you want them to be, not too thick. And then you just roll them out like you were doing with the single strands. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory, but... Okay, so there it is twisted. Now I'm just going to roll it out so it gets thinner. And then out of this, I'm going to make tons of candy canes because this is really big. But that's perfect. Okay, so there it is all rolled out. It is so pretty and looks so Christmassy. Oh, sorry, I almost squished your candy cane. Okay, so next you have to just decide how big you want your candy canes to be. We have a knife, and that sounded evil.
We have a knife.
Okay, so take your cutting tool. You don't have to use a knife. And then cut it just as long as you want it. We're going to make them a little bit big. So they're not like real candy canes, like for the Schleich people, but just decorations. So make them as long as you want, and yeah. Okay, so we have them into little sections, and obviously all you have to do is just
shape them,
curl it like that. Okay, that's super cute. So these have to bake, so we won't be able to do them quite yet, but we will get back to you on that. And so yeah, curl all your candy canes, and yeah, we'll be back pretty soon. Okay, here are the little candy canes. I made mine with red and green, and then Eiley made hers with green and white. They turned out so cute.
So cute.
So yeah, they'll be great Christmas decorations for the Schleichs. Okay, next up is stockings. So you can use felt or just any kind of,
whatever.
Yeah, just any kind of fabric. I have some red scrap fabric, and also some Christmassy looking fabric. So yeah, we'll pick our fabric and yeah, we'll get back to you. Okay, so next up is making some stockings. So I have a ton of scrap fabric that I'm going to be using. I have like 4 bags of this. It's absurd. So I have plenty of options to choose from, and hopefully you do too. So we've got some Christmassy types and all sorts of stuff. So we'll get back to you. And some of this red felt for a more like
traditional.
Yeah, more like big stocking, I guess. I don't know.
Going to be using this polar bear one. Super cute. I like that a lot. Going to be using blueberries, blue, and
blueberries,
this
blue.
Red and white striped. Oh, great. Now we have scissors. We're even more dangerous.
Okay, so you're gonna start out by just cutting out like the classic stocking shape, and then you gotta like fold over your fabric and do the exact same, not exact same, but same shape. And so yeah, start with that. Okay, so we have one pair that's cut out. Just for size reference, here's Lisa next to the stocking. So it's a good size. It's a little bit big. So we'll get cutting out the rest of the stockings. Okay, so we have Sarah's first, and then there is Lisa's, and then Sophia's, Rachel, Tom's,
Hannah, Emily, and Henry.
So we'll sew those, and then we might add initials onto them just so we know whose is whose. Alright, so the thread that I'm using for the stocking is a little bit thick, but it's making it look pretty cute, and especially homemade. So this is going to be Rachel's stocking, and I definitely enjoy using felt more than normal fabric. Not sure why, I just think it's easier to sew with, so yeah. Pretty cute. Okay, so here's the finished product. I added a little loop on the top so it can hang by the chimney, or stove, whatever, fireplace, right? So yeah, I think it turned out really cute. There's a little opening at the top so we can stick in like one of the little candy canes or something like that. So yeah, we'll do the other ones and then show you how they all turned out. Alright, so here are the finished products. We baked our candy canes and we finished our little stockings. They turned out so cute. I embroidered a tree on one of them and an H on the other for Hannah.
Oh my gosh, I love how the candy canes turned out. They're so cute. I'm so glad I chose green and white. They're super pretty together.
Totally. So as you can see on this stocking, I put a little loop of string there. That way the candy canes can slide right in, so it looks like they're actually in the stocking. So there's one of Eileen's candy canes. It turned out really cute. I really like the colors I chose for mine. And so yeah, we really appreciate you joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Just yeah,
Make
roll
sure it's
it
not
out.
too thick.
Yeah.
And not too thin.
Yeah, this is going to be really dumb. We're going to cut this out.
I was going to say, you could just restart if you fumble on what you're saying.
Show it, and I say, this is this, this is this.